Spring is here, rejoice. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very excited today to be bringing you, yes, another flower petal reading. I'm going to be using roses and tulips, a combination of fresh and pressed, old, dried rose petals and tulip petals, to answer the query, what is coming up next in love for you? You have a choice here today of two objects. You could go by either this pink perfume bottle. It's a soft pink color and it has this metal casing on top. I think it's reminiscent of Lalique perfume bottles. I just love it. I love vintage things in general, but this one in particular has been with me for a while. Or for group 2, you can choose this green glass holding case, I think cup as well. It used to have a candle here. It smelled of pine, and I washed it, cleansed it, and now I'm using it to hold my jewelry inside of it. So that's for group 2. So both of these objects might pull you in which case you should listen to both of these messages. I would be thrilled if you decide to hang around for the entire duration of this clip. I'm really happy to have you here as my viewers, as my subscribers. Please make sure to subscribe and welcome yourself into our growing soul family, and also make sure to like this video if you enjoy this types of reading, and if you enjoy occult content, make sure to tap the bell to receive notifications when I post. Take a moment now, maybe take a deep breath in with me, okay? Let's do it together on 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. It's instant calm. It's a magic tool. Breathing and focusing on our breathing is the magic tool that can bring you back into your body, into your sacred temple, and is so good for the entire nervous system. And just to remind you that you are human and that you're doing your best already just by staying alive and being able to breathe. Yeah. So we need to be grateful and happy for the little things in this period of transition when a lot of our energies tend to go a little bit haywire. So I hope that you will find this flower petal reading. I think I will call it rose petals because I mostly have rose petals in my bowls, but I do have a couple of tulips as well. So yeah, I don't want to be too specific. I want to keep it broad. This reading applies to those of you who are single specifically, but also to those of you who are partnered up and you would like to find out what is the energy entering next into your love life. So I hope you took a moment to choose one of these objects. If you feel like it, choose both of them. Stay here, hang around. I'm super happy to have you here. This is a safe space for people to indulge in occult descriptions, in divinatory readings. We're doing a lot of fun stuff on my channel. We're doing astrology interpretations. We're doing pickacard readings. It's a lot of fun things. I'm teaching you as well some tarot spreads. You can also visit my second channel, Eden, for new moon affirmations and readings in my native tongue, which is Romanian, if you're curious to find out how I speak in another language. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all so much. Now let's get to your reading. Let's find out, according to the object that you have chosen, what's coming up next in love for you. Mwah. Hey group 1, hello my beautiful first group. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this soft pink perfume bottle with this metal casing. I'm going to put your object over here, but I will be showing you right now the bowl of rose petals and some tulip petals inside that I have for you. I didn't tell you in the introduction because I wanted it to be a surprise, but I secretly scented a little bit with a couple of essential oil drops of ylang ylang, your specific bowl. So this right now feels and smells like a potpourri. And it's just, oh, I wish you could smell it. So this is the essential oil that I've been using. It's an ylang ylang mix. Ylang ylang smells very flowery, very fresh, almost like cut grass, but also something incredibly, I don't know exactly how to express it, but it's zesty, it's fresh, it's romantic, it's floral. I guess those would be the ways in which I would describe it. You can see that on some of these rose petals, you see the essential oil sheen, yeah? So it's just gorgeous energy. And if you were specifically drawn to this pile and to the essential oil of ylang ylang, I will highly recommend that you use some of ylang ylang essential oil in your daily routine. I feel like I'm repeating the name of the essential oil far too many times. But yeah, I cannot highly recommend it enough. It's just one of my favorite essential oils, so I guess that this would be my pile too. Now that I clarified the type of smell that your reading carries, let's give you the full sensory experience. So these are the petals. I'm just going to gently as I can drop them on my blanket, and we're gonna put the bowl over here. Okay, so now let's have a closer look at them. What messages are coming through? Okay, I'm getting very clearly somebody who's going to get a piercing. Somebody's already thinking about styling themselves in a more edgy way. You want to improve your style, and for some of you, this improvement actually means getting a piercing. There is kind of like a spear-like energy. I feel some of you are waking up to life. You're regaining your vitality, your passion. You're feeling like you want to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Oh, there's a tear. Something was torn. I accidentally tore this. Whoa. And it's a very fine tear, but it makes you feel as if something might not be working out in your love life. You're trying to manifest something, but it's not coming through. And I think it's because you have to let go, you have to release an old way of thinking. What you're trying to manifest, you're trying to use an old mindset. But in order for something to actually come through in your love life, you have to change the way you're thinking about, I think, like romantic connections. Maybe the view that you have of gendered relationships needs to change a little bit and become a little bit more progressive, more open-minded, I would say. So it's interesting because I also chose this pile, so I'm calling myself out too with you guys as well. I see somebody who has a very elegant and refined energy. I feel like you're trying to wear more elegant clothes in this period. Maybe you're like myself, you've been stuck too much in the household, wearing only comfy pajama pants or like leggings, and you're trying to diversify your wardrobe, maybe include some classic timeless pieces, some ethically sourced materials. I feel like you're also improving something with your skin. It could be that you're using a different body lotion, or you're getting some sort of you're shaving your skin, or I don't know, there's just something here about becoming incredibly smooth skinned. Yeah, your skin will feel like velvet. If it's not feeling at the moment, it will become in this way. I feel like some of you are also going to purchase a new pair of shoes, and somebody's going to compliment you on the shoes. I feel like men especially will be very drawn to the type of shoes you will be wearing. I feel that they will be very sweet, very refined, kind of vintage, classy, a little bit old school, and people are just going to fawn over how beautiful they look in combination with the other elements of your wardrobe and the way you just carry yourself, the way you walk. I feel like you're adopting more feminine energy into your life after a period in which you might have been quite masculine, quite focused on productivity, earning money, doing this, doing that, running around. I feel like you're finally coming. Yes, and I accidentally clicked the ball, which tells me that there is more harmony. There are better energies entering into your love life. I'm sure that you'll be happy to hear that. I think some of you are putting your hand on your chest, breathing a sigh of relief, saying like, oh, thank God. I'm looking forward to some positivity. I'm looking forward to more beauty. I see also something growing between you and an individual that you thought all was lost with. Okay, so let's see if the focus is happening. No, it's not happening. Sorry about this. So yeah, this actually shows a tiny green petal. There we go. A tiny green petal, or more like the leaf next to the petal, and I feel like this is an indication of the fact that something that you thought was growing in one direction continues to grow, but it's taking a detour. So you might need to be a little bit patient with the development of a connection between you and a crush, but I feel like things are moving forward, even if you're a little bit worried that they might not be. I feel like there are some family members that are gossiping about you and about the way you're transforming. I feel like you're not really paying such strong attention to them because you know what you want, you know how you want to improve, you know what you want to change about your style, how you want to look, what you want to do with your love life, whom you want to fall in love with. But there could be 3 women or 2 women at least around you that might be talking behind your back regarding the way you're changing, the way you are, the attitude you're adopting. I think that they don't have such negative things to say, but they're just completely, they're a little bit shocked at how quickly you managed to change from one style to the other, from one idea to the other. And I feel like you're in a period at the moment where you need to be able to change your mind a little bit. You need to not be so step by step in your approach in your romantic life. You need to open your mind. You need to kind of like shake things up a little bit. You need to do things differently. I have a feeling that for the majority of you that I'm reading here, you have some sort of important Uranus transit, either to your planet of desire and action, Mars. So you could have a Uranus conjunct Mars transit at the moment, or you could have Uranus conjunct Venus, Venus being the planet of beauty, love, money making, and value. So I see a lot of wonderful transformation. God, and the scent of ylang ylang is so powerful. I kind of feel like there is somebody international coming in your love life. You might meet a person from another culture, a person that could come from a place that some people could deem exotic. There is a scent here of like forests and mangroves and Amazonian environments. I'm not sure exactly what I'm picking up on, but I see just this fresh primeval forest. It could be that you know this person from a past life and you have some sort of shared history, but it's like in a past life you were helpers to each other, and now in this lifetime you meet again and you fall in love, so you're meant to become lovers. I also see that a lot of you are rising from a very, very sad situation in the past. Somebody might have disrespected you, betrayed you, spoken unkindly to you, and it's like you're phoenixizing out of the situation. You are just choosing to be the bigger person and to see the bigger picture, and you're just allowing that individual to let go. You're letting go of them and you're letting God. You're no longer messing. You're no longer trying to push for something to happen if it's not happening. It's all in due timing. That's what I see as well. I see that some of you have really taken great care of your lips. You might be scrubbing them, or you might have changed your chapstick, or you're using a different balm, a different lipstick, and they're incredibly attractive in this period. I feel like many people want to kiss you. Like you don't necessarily need to have full lips, although I'm seeing this kind of very plump energy regarding your lips. They just look very good. You look very healthy in this period, very attractive. So make sure that you go out and mingle. Make sure that you show the world and other people just how healthy and how good looking you are, how well you've been taking care of yourself. I feel like some of you have been using some sort of sugar lip scrub. It's working. Keep doing it, okay? It's really, really paying off. You look luminous and your lips are standing out. Many people want to kiss you. There's just this energy that I'm picking up here with this kind of vibe. Okay, let's see what other messages. I feel like for some of you, the energy of the goddess Hera is really powerful. Hera being the official wife of Zeus, although Zeus was a bit of a philanderer, yeah. He took many, many other, concubines. He had a lot of relationships with random nymphs. He also tried to pretend like he's different gods and slept with other goddesses under false pretenses. So Hera, poor woman, she had to put up with a lot. And I feel that in your case, You might have also needed to put up with a lot from the sex that you're interested in your life. So if you're a woman interested in a woman, from the women in your life. If you're a woman interested in a man, from the men in your life. I feel like you had to endure quite a lot of heartache, disappointments, not being the chosen one, being the one that is kind of the third wheel in a connection, not being seen for your true worth and value. But oh boy, is there something magnificent coming your way. I don't know why, but the way that this rose petal looks like, it makes me think of an orchid. I think that you guys can see it too, right? So we have here this gorgeous orchid, and if you know, orcus means in ancient Greek testicle. So orchids actually get their name from looking or resembling male genitalia, which is interesting, right? Because they're such gorgeous and unique flowers, which I don't think can be said necessarily of all male genitalia or even female genitalia. Our genitalia are, our lower parts look a little bit weird, to be honest. So anyway, I feel that there will be a beautiful man, most likely, coming into your life. And I feel like this person is going to... I feel like they will proposition you. They will want to make love to you. I don't feel that you will accept it, though. You might move very slowly with this person. But I have the feeling that the moment when you guys reach the bedroom, you will be pleasantly surprised regarding this person's lovemaking style. Yeah, I also feel that there could be some very positive interactions that you might be having with people in your local community. I see here, I'm very drawn to these tiny petals, these very, very small petals. It's almost like details are really important in your life at the moment. Yeah, the neighbors in your community, paying attention to details when you sign paperwork, the details of your work. I feel like children and other small creatures like pets, maybe plants. You need to take very good care of the details of your daily work environment. I don't know why. It's not a love message necessarily, or you could interpret it as a form of love like agape love or philias love, which is love for your neighbor, love for like a brother or sister. It's a kind of non-erotic form of love. So I feel like in this period, it's like your heart energy is opening up. No wonder that you were drawn to this soft pink perfume bottle. I feel like you're becoming also increasingly more artistic. You want to do more, you want to produce more, but not necessarily in order to earn money, but mostly because it makes you very, very happy. There's a certain purity of heart with you. You see this bright, clear, gorgeous petal, velvety. I feel like this bright red, which is the color of the root chakra, Muladhara, tells me that you're finally starting to feel safe in your surrounding environment. You're finally allowing yourself to be nurtured, to be anchored into a place after a period when you might have been feeling at the mercy of the winds of change. So there might have been a lot of chaos, or you were feeling internally not very balanced, which in turn made you move around too much, make a lot of decisions, and then change your mind. So there was a lot of tumult, unrest, anxiety. But I feel like you're coming out of this period, and I feel like very soon you will be hugged by somebody. You will be embraced. Let's just see if the camera decides to focus. Yeah. You will be embraced by somebody, as you see it very clearly here. Yeah. Very beautifully. You will be hugged, held. It could just be a relative that hugs you or holds you. Look, we're seeing so many hugging moments, or at least this is what they seem to me. Let me know down in the comments if you see something different in these rose petals. I feel like a pair of earrings will be given to you. A pair of kind of funky, big, I feel like the decoration could look, first of all, a little bit gaudy. Clip-on earrings, maybe vintage clip-on earrings from the 60s or the 70s, from the disco era, might be coming into your possession. And initially you might be thinking, nah, I'm not gonna wear such earrings. Nah, they're not my style. But then, because falling in line with this transformation of your style that we saw at the beginning, you might change your mind and decide, you know what? I think that they might actually pair very well with an item of clothing that I already have in my collection. and you're going to put them together and you're going to realize, wow, I actually look really good. Why am I not choosing to express myself more? So it's kind of like, overall, I'm picking up on the energy of liberation. I feel like you're going to meet a lot more people throughout the summer of 2023 when I'm filming this, but feel free to apply this to any moment in time when you stumble upon this reading. So it could be the summer in the year when you watch it. If it's 2025 when you stumble upon this reading, then it's the summer of 2025. We're working here with serendipity, right? Happy surprises, happy, spontaneous, unexpected surprises from the universe. Yeah. So I feel that somebody that you were maybe arguing with or not feeling the best, maybe you had a person who you thought this relationship is drying up. From a heart-based perspective, I feel like this connection is going to bloom again. It could be a friend that you had some problems with and you felt like, we're growing apart. I feel like I'm losing you. What's happening here? But I feel like this connection is going to come back. Oh boy. And it's coming back with a lot of fierceness and a lot of passion. I feel like you guys might go out and do things together. I feel like you're just going to really, really enjoy your time with your friend to a larger extent than you have in the past. So you saw how that petal opened up in 3. Well, this tells me about a 3 of Cups energy in Minor Arcana if we're thinking about the tarot cards. So more times of going out and drinking, enjoying good food, feeling happy. I feel like you might even be invited at a party on a boat this summer. So you might as well just go for it. I'm not sure why I'm saying summer because it's actually just the beginning of spring. But I feel like for you, Group 1, if you were drawn to this pile, there will be a lot of happy occurrings coming to you in the summertime. And I feel like for most of you, there will be one significant connection appear. No, wait. No. What am I saying? I feel that at least three people would be interested in you. You might even meet a person who has a very distinctive mark on their body. This could be somebody that has vitiligo, so like skin decoloring. They could be somebody that has some sort of disability. But actually, that thing that makes them stand out is that thing that you will find so attractive about them. I know it might sound really weird, but I just felt the need to convey this message to you. Maybe you meet a person that has a prominent mole or a beauty mark on their face, you know, and maybe they're feeling self-conscious about that. And you are actually finding beauty in that. You actually think that, no, I really like your mole, leave it. I think it's so beautiful, you know. Or if they have some skin issues, some melanin problems, right? The same, you're gonna be like, no, I just think you look so interesting. I love it, you know? You're really going through some sort of transformation in the type of people you used to be drawn to. And I feel that at least there's gonna be 3 or 4 people that will come into your life in the summertime. It's like all of a sudden, after a period of not drawing a lot of opportunities, you're going to force field your way through the environment of love, and you're gonna attract so many people. And out of them, I feel like one in particular is going to stand out because they will have some sort of distinctive physical feature that they find it embarrassing or a little bit like they've been working all their life to accept and live with that maybe disability, maybe skin problem, maybe some sort of like, let's just say a beauty mark, a mole, something that stands out on their face, maybe lack of hair on their head. There could be something that this person has always struggled with. They could be albino as well. I'm just picking up on the fact that there is something here. You see these tiny spots that were created from the essential oil, and they're drawing me in. It's almost like this person feels that they are somehow tainted or stained in some way, but they're not. That's just their low vibrational negative thinking, when in reality you're going to help this person see themselves through the eyes of beauty, through the eyes of love. So I think this is, wow, this is such an empowering reading. I'm going to end it here because I don't want to make it too long. I hope that you're looking forward to these wonderful things that are coming next in your love life. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, my loves. Hi, my beautiful group 2. Welcome to your rose petal energy reading. So this is on the topic of what's coming next in your love life. And this is for those of you that were drawn to this green glass holder. It was a candle holder, but now I'm using it to support my jewelry. So I feel like heart energy is strongly important in your life at the moment. We are looking here at green, which is anahata, the color of the heart chakra. I'm going to put your object over there, but it feels like your heart energy, in spite of being quite generous and quite working at its full capacity, I feel that there are compartments. You're keeping maybe someone in your heart while keeping your heart open for new experiences at the same time, or you're needing to meet somebody that can open you up gradually, not all of a sudden. Much like I did with group 1, here are your mix of petals. I have here some tulip petals, and you actually got most of the tulip petals. Group 1 didn't have any. And I need to tell you that I also went ahead and I poured some essential oil drops over this mixture, making it a little bit of a potpourri so that it also smells amazing. It doesn't only look wonderful. So for you, I have chosen the essential oil of grapefruit. And this is a very fun and fruity and very zesty kind of smell. It reminds me of being someplace in the Mediterranean, maybe off the coast of Italy, smelling fresh citrus fruits and enjoying summertime and the rays of the sun, having a lot of fun, listening to music and just living it, la vita è bella. Maybe I feel that some of you are going to fall in love with a person who is from Italy or somebody who has some sort of Italian heritage. But all this being said, let's not jump ahead with assumptions. Maybe that was an intuitive message for some of you out there. I'm going to pour the petals here in front of you. God, I wish you would be able to smell it because it's amazing. Grapefruit is very good against if you have nausea, if you're suffering a little bit. That one, just like I threw it. Whoa. Okay, so there's something coming your way quite fast, a little bit aggressive, I would say. I feel that the person that's going to court you next could be an individual that you might initially perceive as a very aggressive person. Or maybe you're just not accustomed to that style of being courted. Maybe there's just this person who's incredibly direct and just comes up to you and says, I like you, I want you, let's date. Or they might even propose to you and you're gonna start laughing. I feel that, yeah, definitely there is somebody here from a different culture, from a different background than you, maybe from a different class, somebody that you're not familiar with. You might travel, you might go on a holiday, or it could just be that you might start working as part of a team of people that will have an international kind of bent. And I feel that one of these individuals is going to be super attracted to you, but it's going to feel a little bit weird at the beginning because I feel like you guys will come from different cultures and you're accustomed to a different way of expressing love, of courting somebody, of dating, of talking to them, of relating basically. So I feel that there are going to be quite funny misunderstandings. Whoa, okay. I feel very clearly what I can also tell you is that I see here these groups of rolled up petals that haven't opened up yet. Yeah, so we see here a bunch of rolled up petals that refuse to open up. Yeah, so there's something quite cautious, quite guarded about your energy. I feel like you are aware of your self-worth, you're aware of the things that you want in love, and you're not just going to open up like this willy-nilly just for somebody. You have a group of friends, a group of relatives that are supporting you, and I feel like you're really enjoying your life at the moment. Obviously, we can always improve our lives and it can never be perfect all the time. But it's like you're looking for a specific partner, a specific type of person, and you're not going to just fly off on an adventure with the first person that comes up to you and tells you that they want you. So that's why it's gonna feel a little bit weird, because I feel that this is what's coming your way. A person that is trying to break the mold with you in love. I feel that there will be a clash between a person who's a little bit more purist and the other person who's quite passionate. We see here these... I feel that this is a little bit softly pink and also softly yellow. The tulips, when I got them, it was a tulip that had yellow and pink and white shades in it. Very, very beautiful tulip. That's why I decided to use it in this reading. And you see the other person has a little bit of black, dark, has a bit of yellow and a lot of red, a lot of velvety, passionate red. So this is a hot-blooded individual. Yeah, this is a person that enjoys making love, that is very fast, is very self-assured, very confident, could even be called a little bit cocky. And I feel that this individual is coming your way, and you might feel like, compared to this person, you are an angelic, pure being that has been locked away in a monastery most of her or his life. Because by contrast, the contrast will be quite strong. I feel like this person could even wear things that emphasize their body, like very tight pants or tight clothing in general, like a tight shirt that emphasizes the pecs if this is a man, or the breasts if this is a woman. They might wear like quite strong jewelry, maybe a lot of like metal bracelets, or kind of like, I'm seeing this person with a belt, a really significant belt. And maybe even a necklace, and the necklace could have a religious symbol or some sort of spiritual symbol, really drawing your attention to their clavicle and their neck, and I feel like you'll find them quite erotic. So this is a really powerful meetup for most of you that have chosen this group too. I feel like you're definitely going to be courted by an individual that is very different than the type of people you were drawn towards. Others of you are going to have fun with a bestie. I feel like you might go to a concert, you might decide to do your nails, you're going to go full Venus on each other. You might even receive a gift card from your bestie, or you might purchase your bestie a gift card. And you might decide to just go out and do your nails and do your hair and talk about love and have a glass of wine or whatever it is that you guys enjoy consuming. I feel like a lot of good times with a person that you know for a while, a person that when you are together, people say, oh my God, you're like two peas in a pod. I'm here to give you a little bit of a negative news. I feel that there's also somebody who could be trying to be a bit of a troublemaker. There could be somebody that is trying to stalk you online or send you some negative messages. But I think this is something you will weather out quite clearly. I feel like this person's kind of like spirit animal is a black wolf. And you have to be a little bit careful with this person. Try not to reply to them, try not to engage them, block them. I feel that you are quite attractive in this period, and as a consequence you keep pulling in energies that are both quite sweet and fun and nurturing, but you're also pulling the darker aspects here, right? Some sentinels, some, I think, chaos bringers, some addicts, maybe some energetic vampires. Okay, so be on the lookout just for the way in which other people talk to you. And if you feel a red flag coming, or if your intuition, if your gut is saying no, I don't like the way this conversation is going, just feel free to remove yourself from that situation entirely and put it behind you. I also feel that there might be some sort of like meeting you might have with a mother figure. I don't know why, but this looks almost like a very pearlescent mother of pearl cradle. That's how I feel it looks like. It's just one of the tulip petals that has been bent. So I feel like something quite sweet might take place between you and a mother. A moment of forgiveness, a moment where you might meet and talk, you might cook for one another, or you might help your mother with something. And I feel like some of you have been having quite a difficult relationship with your mother, or she has been struggling with something and she was feeling a little bit out of sorts. So I see some very nurturing get together with a mother figure. You're going to feel like your mother has your back, even if you thought that maybe she's not always there or always present for you, okay? I also feel like somebody younger than you could have a low-key crush on you. This could be somebody that you work, for those of you who work with teenagers or who work in a teaching environment, who work as some sort of trainer. I feel like there is somebody younger and they have a crush on you. Obviously, this is not something romantic because this is basically a child, but they are kind of choosing you as a sort of role model for love. So just keep that in mind, that there is somebody out there that is looking at the way you talk, at the way you treat other people around you, especially at work or in public places, and they're trying to kind of model themselves after you. They could fantasize about being in the future with a person like you, or kind of like growing up and being like you as well. I just think that you are adored from a distance by this person, younger person that you work with. And I think it would be sweet to continue to kind of model kind and good behaviors through the role of basically your role model situation, because this person sees you as a role model. Sorry if that sounded a bit confusing. I didn't mean it to come this way. I just feel like there is a younger person who's looking up to you and they're crushing on you. Obviously, they're learning the difference between crushing or admiring somebody and truly having romantic feelings for another person. And I think you're helping them in this process, learning how to differentiate between the two. So you are like the bigger person in a situation at the moment. And I feel that, yes, you see how these... how these rose petals are stuck one to the other. You're going to drop a load. You're going to let go of a responsibility that has been drying you up. This rose petal completely had it, you know. She is dried up and she's tired of holding on to dead weight. So you're going to let go of a project. You're going to let go of a place of living, or even of a situation that has just been not nourishing you at all. It's just been draining you a little bit. So that's basically what I see coming up for you. You do have a twin flame. You do have a person that you are meant to fall in love with, group 2. I really need to tell some of you out there, you might have been looking for this confirmation. Sorry, my English is a little bit broken today. I'm not sure what's happening. But when I channel, I tend to channel in many different ways. So I kind of feel that you might have been doubting your spiritual love path, but there's nothing to be worried about. Doubting is part of the process of believing. And I feel like very clearly, you can see it here. There is another half to fulfill your heart. There is another individual. Even if you think that things are broken and chopped and, you know, they're falling apart, that isn't true. There is somebody who you can call your significant other half, okay? And I know that some of you in the comments are going to say something like, no, you don't need another person to feel complete. Well, we are actually social beings, and we have been created to have social brains that react and grow in relation to the environment, in relation to other things that exist and live and move around us. So, I wouldn't necessarily agree with this capitalistic cliche that we keep being fed, that you don't need other people to feel whole. Yes, we do need other people to feel mentally sane and to live a life here on earth, having a human experience, okay? So just for those of you out there who feel the need to comment something nasty down below, just so you know, I feel like I'm seeing here a horn. So this to me speaks about the horn that the angel Israfel is playing in the judgment card. So there is some annunciation coming up, a piece of news that you will hear. Maybe you'll find out that one of your friends is pregnant. Maybe you will hear that somebody's getting married. Maybe you'll find out about a graduation thing. Let me just see if there's anything else that confirms what type of message you will hear. You will hear something regarding a woman, something about beauty, something about boots. Shoes are really important at the moment. I'm not sure what's happening, but I keep getting messages about shoes. It could be that it's the energy of Saturn and Pisces, because Pisces is the one that governs over the feet. and shoes in general. So I'm seeing that, yeah, you will hear something about a woman getting married, a woman is pregnant, a woman got a clean bill of health, a woman wants to help you, a woman wants to give you a promotion. And this woman has some pretty snazzy footwear, okay? She might be wearing some light lavender boots, something of that nature, you know, something quite unique. Let me just see. Anything else for group 2? Let me focus the camera as well. Oh, okay. Should I say this message? There is somebody that you had an intimate encounter with, and they really like the way you look down there. Okay, just for some of you out there, if you are struggling a little bit to feel confident in how you physically look during an intimate encounter, I'm here to calm that problem, okay? There's nothing for you to be worried about. The person you recently, well, basically the person that recently saw you naked, they liked what they were seeing, okay? Completely, not just by parts. And I feel that for you, group 2, there is just a fulfillment happening in this period. I'm just so drawn to the contrast between these two ones that I picked up earlier, but it looks almost like there are, like there is a more pure heart energy. It's kind of like you will enter into relationships that are sweeter, kinder, nicer. Maybe you've been through the ringer. You could be coming out of a dark night of the soul. And I see here, yeah, some negativity. You got some of the most dried up brown rose petals. So it's kind of like you had to deal with a lot of karmic people that were holding you back, people that were telling you can't do this, you can't do that. But now it's like I feel you're just piercing through all of them. So you're taking your lavender rose petal kind of wand, because I feel that this looks a little bit like a wand, and you're just completely destroying the karma, you're destroying the negativity, you're letting go, you're making decisions left and right about who's staying in my life and who's going, what my life wants to look like, what I'm going to do. And I feel like you're boosting yourself up, you're bigging yourself up, your confidence is growing day by day. Okay, so I feel that this is it. I am not going to just make up messages. I feel like this is the energy that is available to me right now. Some of you, I also feel, could suffer a little bit from a broken heart in this period, yeah? You had to make a really tough decision and it made you feel like you're broken, but there's more to come in that connection. It's not officially over. You see, they're still tied together at the root, even though it looks like a broken heart. So just so you know, there's more to come in that situation where you feel heartbroken and like your person abandoned you. There's more to come. Give it some time. This person will return. Okay, these are the messages that I had for you guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this reading. Thank you for listening. Make sure to like this video if you have enjoyed it as well. And I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, group 2.